Yo guys, okay, I'm back. It's nighttime this time. Usually I'm recording this in daytime, but right now it's nighttime because I went to my grandparents' house. I've been at my grandparents' house all day, but now I'm back. I brought my Bible with me to my grandparents' house. I could have recorded there, but I just decided to wait till I got back home. So here we are. It's nighttime. I'm gonna be reading First Samuel. Let me say 1 Samuel 19 through 23. With this passage, Samuel's birth. And by now, if I don't know what's going on by now, basically this woman named Hannah was crying because she wanted a son, but God wouldn't let her have a son, so she cried out and prayed to God if she could have a son of her own, so she could give birth and birth her own son. And so the Lord blessed her with a son, and she named him Samuel. So this passage is going to be about Samuel getting born, and yeah, so that's going to be happening. For more like context on what's happened before this, I recommend going to my previous video. It's called 1 Samuel 9 through 18, I believe. Or 9 through 18, yeah, because there's passage in that. So, yeah, but anyways, let's get on to this. Today we're going to be reading, 1 Samuel 19 through 23. So here, this is going to be Samuel being birthed. So let's just read this. Yeah, Hannah's son that she gave birth to, that God blessed her with. So let's see. So, and they rose up in the morning early and worshipped before the Lord, and returned and came to their house to Ramah, and Elkanah knew Hannah his wife, and the Lord remembered her. So when it says they is like Hannah and her husband. Hannah and Hannah's husband is right here. Elkanah is Hannah's husband. And so it says they woke up in the morning and early and worshipped the Lord, and they returned and came to their house, and Elkanah knew Hannah his wife, and the Lord remembered her. And then so it came to pass when the time was come about her. Wait, okay, hold on. It came to pass when the time was come about after Hannah had conceived, that she bare a son, and called his name Samuel, saying, Because I have asked him of the Lord. And the man Elkanah and all his house, I got my finger in the way, oh my gosh. And the man Elkanah and all his house went up to offer to the Lord the yearly sacrifice and his vow. But Hannah went not up, for she said to her husband, I will not go up until the child be weaned, and then I will bring him, and that he may appear before the Lord, and there abide forever. So, what weaned means is like, I had to look this up because I didn't know what weaned means, like weaning your son. I think it's like spiritually maturing, like becoming spiritually mature or something, or like, yeah, like maturing and like being more self-aware and more able to make decisions on your own. So Hannah was waiting for her son to be like matured, I guess, and then it says after he has matured, and then I will bring him, that he may appear before the Lord, and there abide forever. So yeah, so she's basically giving her son to the Lord. Basically, she's offering her son to the Lord, basically. So let's see. And Elkanah, her husband, said to her, what seems good to you, and tarry until you have weaned him. Not only the Lord established his word. So the woman abode, and gave her son suck until she weaned him. So, yeah, basically, and then, so he had been weaned or matured. After that, it says, Samuel taken Eli. So it says, and when she had weaned him, when he had matured, she took him up with her with 3 bullocks and 1 ephah of flour and a bottle of wine, and brought him to the house of the Lord in Shiloh. And the child was young. And they slew a bullock and brought the child to Eli. And she said, O my Lord, as the soul liveth, my Lord, I am the woman that stood by you here, and praying to the Lord. For this child I prayed, and the Lord has given me my petition which I asked of him, and therefore I have lent him to the Lord. As long as he lives, he shall be lent to the Lord. And he worshipped the Lord there. So, hold on. Okay, so now what this passage is talking about, I guess we're just going to be reading both passages now, like 19 through 28. And that's just how good God's word is, man. You just want to read more and more. You know, if you really want to read his word, then you're going to end up reading more than you really expect to. I don't know. But anyways, what this is talking about is saying they slew a bullock and brought the child to Eli. So Eli is basically their lord, like their king or whatever. Their lord or their king, or whatever you want to call it. Eli is the guy who is like, I guess, their king or something. I don't really know much about Eli. I just know he's like sort of their king because Elkanah like lives with these kings, and like, I don't know. He lives like in I guess Elkanah sort of lives in royalty, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I just know Elkanah lives like with these kings or whatever, or he lives around these kings, and since Elkanah is Hannah's wife, Hannah's gonna be like involved with Eli. And about it's Hannah talking to Eli, and she's in verse 26 it says, she said, "O my Lord, as the soul liveth." Oh my gosh, okay, this is not focusing at all. And she said, "O my Lord." She said, "O my Lord, as the soul liveth, my Lord. Lord, I am the woman that stood by you here, praying to the Lord." Bro, okay, this is not focusing. Here we go. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay, I had this on some kind of other Zoom thing. But yeah, it says, for this child, it says, I'm the one who stood by you here praying to the Lord. So what this is talking about, Hannah, this is talking about one section where Eli, the king, saw Hannah praying on the ground. So right here, it's talking about, it says, now Hannah spoke in her heart. Well, wait. Hold on. And it came to pass as she continued praying before the Lord, that Eli marked her mouth. Now Hannah, she spoke in her heart, only her lips moved, but her voice was not heard. Therefore Eli thought she had been drunken. So like in this section, Hannah and Eli and Elkanah, the whole family was like at this, I guess, this party or this dinner or this family gathering or something like that. They were at some kind of party or gathering, and there was drinking of wine there. So Eli and Hannah was like praying to the Lord, and so Eli didn't know what she was doing. Eli didn't know what Hannah was doing. Eli saw Hannah talking to the Lord, and he was confused because like he didn't know who Hannah was talking to. So he just assumed that Hannah was drunk or something. So now in this is Hannah confronting Eli, saying how she was the one who was praying in front of Eli, who was praying, and she's saying that she was praying to the Lord, and for this child I prayed, and the Lord is giving me my petition which I asked of him. So God gave Hannah her son that she prayed for, and now here is Hannah confronting Eli about that, about what the Lord has blessed her with, and about what she had been praying for at the moment when Eli thought she had been drunken. So, and then it says, "Therefore also I have led him to the Lord. As long as he lives, he shall be led to the Lord." And he worshipped the Lord there. So yeah, Hannah and her son went to Eli and confronted him and worshipped the Lord there. But what's kind of weird is Hannah is still referring to Eli as her Lord, even though she's a woman of God, and we know people of God, we only call one thing Lord, and that is the Lord, that is God. So there's no other God other than the one God. Here's one thing. She said, "O my Lord, as the soul liveth." "O my Lord." It says, "O my Lord." But it's not even capital, bro. Yes, you see whenever the Lord is in capital, that's when it's talking about the real one true God. The one Lord. But yeah, here's just a reminder. If you are a follower of Christ, you don't call anything else Lord or refer to anything else as your God. Yeah, don't make worship. Don't worship idols. At all. If you're a follower of Christ, or really at all. But yeah, if you're a follower of Christ, you don't want to be referring to anything else as your God or your idol, because God is the one true God. He's the one true Lord, and you're the one who calls him Lord. And so I can tell that Hannah right now is probably struggling with faith. Well, yeah, in this part, whatever. Probably in the book of Samuel, I can tell that Hannah is probably struggling with faith in God. Although she so prays to the Lord, I have a feeling she maybe struggles in faith with God. So, even I've actually been having a lot of trouble with faith in God. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to figure out how to get better in faith with God or whatever, or not whatever, because it's a big thing. But yeah, I'm still learning. We're all still learning, I still pray to God. I still read His Word. But just because my mouth is with God, just because I speak my mouth, out of my mouth, God, doesn't mean that I have God in my heart. Doesn't mean you have God in your heart. So I'm still trying to find a way. I'm still trying to find a way to have God in my heart, and you gotta find a way to have God in your heart too. Now, I know I'm in no place to be saying this, because still, I just said, I'm still trying to find my way to have God in my heart purely too, all the time, 24/7, every single day for my whole life. I'm still trying to have my faith in God too. So I'm in no place to be telling you to put your faith in God. But at the same time, you at least gotta go on that journey of trying to find your faith in God, because it's still a journey. It's not just having faith in God. It's still a journey. So I'm not in the right to tell you just blatantly have faith in God, but I can tell you at least go on the journey. You can you can go on the journey. At least go on the journey of trying to find faith in God. And sometimes finding faith in God is easier than for other people than others. But you just gotta find faith in God. You gotta find better faith in God. You gotta go on that journey of finding it. You gotta figure out how you can have better faith in God, how you can trust God more, how you can be guided by God more. Because I got a lot of situations right now, and I've been trying to have my faith in God and stuff. I'm trying to get God to, like, guide me through this, you know. So in any situation, you still gotta at least have God by your side, you know. But anyways, I will see y'all in the next one. That was a good passage. This is a good 2 passages. So Samuel 19 through 28. That's what we read today. Tomorrow we're going to be getting into chapter 2. Yeah, I will see y'all in the next one. Y'all have a good day or a good night, because it's nighttime. Yeah, y'all have a good one. I will see y'all in the next one. Goodbye. Amen. God bless y'all.